Here are three of the biggest mistakes that people make on job interviews. I'm going to need you to save this video for later and please share it with someone you know who's on a tough job search. I've been in recruiting for a decade and I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people make these mistakes during job interviews and they end up losing the opportunity. And guys, these things are really basic for some, but you wouldn't believe how many people make these mistakes. Not being prepared enough for the interview. My interview prep with candidates is simple. You need to review who the company is, you need to review the job description and the position, and you also need to understand who you're interviewing with. Interview prep should take 20 to 30 minutes. Essentially, you want to have an understanding of who the company is, what markets they play in, and a brief history of the company. Then you want to look at the position. What are the projects you're going to be working on? Is there any information on the company page about the type of work you'll be doing? And then just have a basic understanding of the person you're interviewing with. Have they just started working at the company? Have they been with the company for 30 years? What's their background? Just so you understand the context of the interview and the conversation. That's all the interview prep you need to do. And if you do that, you will be fully prepared. Number 2, talking negatively about past employers. I cannot tell you how many times people have told me I had a toxic boss, or my last boss was really toxic, or the work environment wasn't great. General rule, don't talk negatively at all about past employers. Just say it wasn't a fit or there wasn't mission alignment, and then make it about the current opportunity. If you make it overly negative, people are just going to assume that you're the problem, and they're also going to think that one day you'll be talking about them in the same way. It's a massive red flag, and I've seen hundreds of people rejected for jobs just for that. And lastly, not having questions at the end of the interview. There's a 100% chance that at the end of the interview, they will ask you, do you have any other questions? You never want to say, no, you did a great job answering all my questions. Even if you don't have questions from the conversation, which should be the normal way that you get questions, and honestly, it would be strange if you didn't have questions because you don't know much about the company and the position. But even if you didn't have questions, you at least want to have 3 or 4 questions prepped. I tell people to have 1 question about the company, 1 question about the position, and 1 question about that person. Now, at the very least, you want to have those 3 or 4 questions prepared. But when they ask you, do you have any questions? You never want to say, nope. You never want to say, you did a great job. I don't have any questions. If this video was helpful, please follow for more.